The most dangerous motherfucker in Canada. They said folks is a coast to coast assassin. What that mean is he going all over Canada to smoke motherfuckers. And you could be one of those motherfuckers. So you gotta make sure you know who the fuck this motherfucker is so you can be on the lookout for him. And if you don't watch this video and you don't know who he is and he catch you, that's on you, gang. That's because you didn't watch my video. I ain't gonna back to you. But let's see how this nigga became the most dangerous hitman, bro. The most feared hitman in motherfucking Canada.
The gunman, who was dressed as a construction worker wearing a white dust mask, fired shots point blank at Raposo's head.
The man hired to carry out the execution, Dean Wiwchar, smirked at the verdict.
Bro, this is what I mean with these Canada motherfuckers, bro. Like, in Canada, bro, these niggas love to have these elaborate schemes and motherfucking have all these fucking disguises and shit like they in a video game. But they be getting shit done, though.
Though only 26 years old, Wiwchar already has a lengthy criminal record.
Hey guys, in today's video we'll be talking about Dean Wiwchar, a notorious hitman that was involved in multiple high-profile assassinations of gang leaders in both the east and west coasts of Canada.
Damn.
Let's get into it.
Folks in Vancouver and Toronto. So y'all Toronto motherfuckers, y'all ain't safe, gang. Y'all ain't safe, boy. The Vancouver problems just became y'all problems, little nigga, if you ain't know.
Starting with his early life and how he started his criminal activities. Dean Wiwchar was born in 1986 to a middle-class family in Stouffville, Ontario. In one account, his lawyer even mentioned that Dean Wiwchar came from a good family, which is unusual to think about when considering his—
Bro, you see, that is shit. When I hear these type of stories, it low-key make me be interested more. I be interested more. Why I be interested more? I understand why the nigga from the hood that had a fucked up life gang banging and catching bodies. But when you come from a good household, bro, what's your real reasoning for becoming a motherfucking hitman like this? That's what we need to figure out.
His violent behavior. Into his late teens, he spent lots of his time rubbing shoulders with the authorities, a hobby that saw him occasionally jump in and out of custody. Right from a young age, Dean Wiwchar showed aggressive behavior. He appeared to have serious anger issues. According to his parole reports, he would flare up with little to no provocation. He got into many fights in high school and—
Oh, okay, false is just a problem, child. I understand now because it's been like, all right, he come from a good family, but sometimes you come from a good family and sometimes your motherfuckers still be fucked up. Like, I know some motherfuckers that come from a better family than me, and they more fucked up than me, and I'll be like, how the fuck that shit work? I'm like, I don't even know.
And was sent home on multiple occasions. However, it was in 2004 that Dean Wiwchar made his debut in the world of serious crime. On one occasion in the fall of 2004, Wiwchar and his accomplices attacked and robbed 3 people in their vehicle with an assortment of different weapons, while disguised with hoods. One of the victims almost died from stab wounds. The very next day, Wiwchar attacked a man in his residence, reportedly slashing his face from the ear to his lip.
Bro, what the fuck is it? Is it any reasoning behind this shit, bro? Because if there's no reasoning behind this shit, I understand why he became the hitman, bro. Folks says literally out here just slashing motherfuckers for fun and shit. And now, guess what? Folks ass could get paid for doing what the fuck he love. His ass most definitely finna go do it.
And another 5 days after that, he was once again involved in another robbery, this time a home invasion, using a baseball bat as a weapon. As the years went by, Dean Wiwchar became a menace that terrorized the locals and authorities. Dean Wiwchar was only 18 years old when he was involved in a robbery spree across a McDonald's.
I ain't gonna bap to you. Robbing a motherfucking crib with a baseball bat is kind of diabolical. I ain't gonna cap to you, bro. Because it's like, bro, you gotta be a real savage motherfucker to come inside a motherfucking crib with just a baseball bat. Because if 2 motherfuckers in that household grab a kitchen knife, your ass might not make it out unless your ass is like super raw with that motherfucking baseball bat or some shit.
And a Harvey's restaurant in Richmond Hill, Ontario. The unfortunate employees of both establishments faced a gang of masked thieves and were hit with baseball bats. Between 2004 and 2005, Wiwchar faced more than 60 charges related to weapon possession and armed robberies, and was notorious for disobeying court orders. However, he was never convicted of the charges until 2005, when he was convicted and handed a 6-year sentence behind bars for armed robbery and aggravated assault.
I ain't gonna cap, folks has really got lucky, bro. 6 years, bro, when niggas slashing niggas, cutting niggas robbing niggas, beating niggas with baseball bats. 6 years, bro. That shit not that bad for what the fuck he did.
He served his time at Matsqui Institution, a medium security prison in British Columbia. For many people, a 6-year sentence would be more than enough to cause a change of heart, but not for young Dean Wichar. He was a tough one to crack. On April 23, 2009, after serving 2/3 of his 6-year sentence, Dean Wichar was released into a British Columbian statutory house. And just a month later, he decided to go for a drive while intoxicated. He got into a car accident and his car rolled over, breaking his leg in the process.
You see, bro, certain niggas, bro, they just gonna be in jail forever, bro. Cause it's like, nigga, you finally you get put inside your little Audi home, little halfway house or whatever, bro. And now you gonna be home real soon. You gonna be able to have your freedom to do what the fuck you want, bro. On gang, your ass get to driving drunk as hell, bro. With the little freedom your ass do got, you fuck that shit up, bro. That's why niggas can't get freedom, gang. That's why they be having to make niggas motherfucking serve out they full shit. Because the reason why lots of motherfuckers be in jail, bro, is because they dumbass, bro. These motherfuckers get out, get a little probation and shit. They be out on probation. These niggas continue to do the same shit while on probation. That's why niggas really be in jail. I ain't gonna back to you.
The arsonists arrived at the scene, and that's where they found a loaded gun and pot in Wichar's car. And to make matters even worse, it wasn't even his car. The car was leased to Wichar by a man who was already wanted by the police. From there, it was back to prison for Dean Wichar for the remainder of his 6-year sentence. Unfortunately,
that's what happened with. If you look at the story for lots of rappers, bro, damn near how many rappers, bro? What? Lil J up in that motherfucker for violating some shit. 051 Kiddo in jail for violating some. These niggas just got out of jail, bro. Like, these niggas literally be sitting because they get the chance, second chance to be able to be free. And these niggas choose to motherfucking do everything wrong when they get freedom.
For his fellow inmates and even the jail guards, Dean Wichar became even more violent in prison. He decided to vent out his frustration by assaulting 3 jail guards. In one of the 3 incidents, Wichar threatened to kill a jail guard, a move that had the judge add 30 days to his 2 years.
30 days to his 2-year sentence. I ain't gonna bap to you, bro. If a motherfucker up in that bitch, his ass in that bitch, threatening motherfucker saying, oh yeah, I'm gonna smoke you, this, down, the third. Do you really think we should let this motherfucker out in the public, knowing that we just sentenced him to 6 years for aggravated battery and robbery and shit? I don't think 30 days is enough for this motherfucker. We need to keep folks' ass locked up, in my opinion. I ain't gonna bap to you. He too crazy.
Sentence. And soon after, Dean and 3 other inmates received another 30 additional days added to their sentences once again.
Damn.
And this time, it was for throwing hot coffee through a food slot in his cell door. His reason.
You see, bro, niggas like this, bro. You can't let niggas like this out on the streets, bro. He just thinking of diabolical ways to just fuck up your life, bro. Why is you throwing hot coffee so motherfucker? Like, niggas like that, bro, you just gotta keep them locked up, bro.
For this was because his target provoked him. And in the last incident, Dean Wichar even assaulted a jail guard with his walker, the same walker he acquired after his car accident. According to his parole board, he had armed himself with weapons he made and threatened to harm officers who entered his cell, causing a negotiator to be brought in. In October 2010, Wichar was granted another statutory release. However, the parole board was still concerned, with them mentioning that he was a violent offender who remained untreated and lacked respect for authority, courts, and the criminal justice system. Also talking about how he had beat victims with the.
So they really was trying to let this nigga motherfucking get out, bro. Knowing like I understand why they just try to let this nigga out on the streets, because it's like, man, this nigga don't give a fuck, bro. We keep on adding time and he don't give a fuck. He gonna take that time and do more shit, bro. Like, we just gotta kick this nigga out, bro. He causing too much mayhem, bro. He one of them niggas that the jail don't even want to keep no more. They be like, bro, honestly, they damn near hoping the streets handle him. I ain't gonna cap to you. When a nigga get like that and the prison can't handle you, they gotta let you out and be like, man, hopefully the streets end up getting this motherfucker, because we can't deal with him no more.
An assortment of weapons, such as a baseball bat, knives, his fists, and even his walker. On top of all of this, they brought up their concern that such a young man was assessed as a maximum security inmate, and how they feared that he would re-offend once released. By the age of only 27 years old, Dean Wichar had parole reports of more than 21 pages. Being released once again, Dean Wichar was now a free man. However, it wouldn't stay that way for long, since he would soon be up to trouble once again, this time appearing to have moved on from robbing and assaulting and getting into the much more serious business of becoming a hitman for hire. In 2012, Dean Wichar crossed paths with 3 men who were notorious in the drug trafficking scene. Their names were Nick Nero, Martino Caputo, and Robbie Al-Khalil, and they all wanted another man named John Raposo.
Bro, if these niggas know all these niggas' names, you know what the fuck that shit tell me? Some of them they told. Because how the fuck you know all these niggas' names, bro? That means someone told if you know these niggas' government names and shit.
Raposo dead. To Nero and Caputo, Raposo was a rat who did them dirty. On the other hand, Al-Khalil wanted to kill Raposo for the money. John Raposo was a drug dealer who worked with Wichar's clients. The 3 came up with a plan to dupe Raposo into believing that they had successfully shipped his 200 kilograms of cocaine from Chicago to
But why folks look like motherfucking WWE wrestler, bro? His ass look like his ass teammates with Hulk Hogan or some shit.
Toronto. They would then kill Raposo and split the stash amongst themselves. They even used an encryption technology called Pretty Good Privacy to communicate their assassination plans. The stage was ready. Now all that was left was someone to do the dirty work. Dean Wichar's violent reputation spoke for itself. To them, despite his anger issues, he was the right man for the job. Dean Wichar was lured in by a sum of $100,000. Al-Khalil recommended Wichar to Nero as his best hitter. Finally, everything was in place, and Dean Wichar had secured his payment. It was now time to act. Al-Khalil rented a car for Wichar and gave him Raposo's home address and the location of the Sicilian Cafe in Little Italy, Ontario. According to Hollywood movies, most assassinations happen during the night. Ideally, the hitman would wait until the target was well secluded before sniffing him out with a sniper. But not Dean Wichar, he had his own script. According to eyewitnesses, the incident took place on one crowded afternoon as Raposo.
So this nigga not a hitman, bro. This just nigga a crash out catching bodies for money. He not a hitman. He's a crash out catching bodies for money on game. You basically said, yeah, he don't do that hitman shit. So he's a crash out catching bodies for money.
Was enjoying an Italian Euro Cup game on Sicilian Cafe's sidewalk patio. Suddenly, a man dressed in construction clothes and a dirt mask walked in and shot Raposo in the head 4 times. A man named Fred, who was sitting with Raposo, was also caught up in the incident and took a few body shots.
Damn.
Fortunately, he survived. Al-Khalil later texted Wichar and called him his favorite employee. Nonetheless, he still felt the hitman could have done a better job.
That shit crazy. When a motherfucker is a hitman, his job is being a hitman, and they be like, yeah, you my favorite employee. I ain't gonna bap to you. I would be scared as fuck of my favorite employee. I ain't gonna cap to you. If I'm the management of hiring hitmans and shit, I would be scared as fuck of the employee of the month. I ain't gonna bap to you.
He told Wichar, it's time we put you in sniper school. 2012 was a busy year for Dean Wichar, since the Little Italy murder wasn't the only case he was involved in. The police also linked him and Robbie Al-Khalil to several other assassinations before and after the Raposo murder in June.
Damn.
In January 2012, British Columbian gangster Sandeep Dure was murdered in the busy lobby of Sheraton Wall Centre in downtown Vancouver. Similarly, in November of the same year, Suk Dog.
You see, motherfuckers that's catching bodies like this, bro, I feel like that shit just easy to do, bro. Anyone could just go crash out, shoot someone in broad daylight, and then motherfucker get caught for the shit. But can you actually go with a lavish plan on not getting caught and going to motherfucking jail?
Doc and his bodyguard Thomas were found dead outside a Burnaby hotel. However, this time a new party was involved. Larry Ronald Amaro was a suspect in Suk Doc's assassination as well. Larry Amaro was the alleged founder of the Wolfpack Alliance, a well-known criminal organization consisting of the Hells Angels, Red Scorpions, and Independent Soldiers.
I always
in 2012, the law.
Bro, the Hells Angels, that's like one of y'all biggest gangs in Canada, bro, because every time when I watch a motherfucking Canadian video, bro, it's either Regent Park or motherfucking the Hells Angels.
Finally caught up with Dean Wichar, and this was for the last time. During Raposo's assassination, the police were already on Wichar's tail since he was also a prime suspect in Sandeep Dure's assassination, as I mentioned earlier. After a vicious chasedown, the Toronto police eventually caught and arrested Wichar near Parliament and Garrard Streets in Ontario. In his possession, he had several identification documents and thousands of dollars in cash. The police also found $20,000 cash in his parents' home in Stouffville. Upon further investigation into his Vancouver condo and Surrey safe house, the police found 16 guns, wigs, costume mustaches, and construction gear. In the spring of 2012,
Folks ass was a professional. His ass was a professional. Folks ass had 15 guns, motherfucking different disguises and shit. They were like, oh yeah, folks, you a professional with it. And it's like, they already see that he got a criminal history. So they're going to be like, oh yeah, if we keep on letting him out, his ass is going to become a motherfucking supervillain for sure. Well, he already is one.
the jury sentenced Wiwchar to 10 years in prison for the illegal possession of 16 firearms. Later on, they arrested Al-Khalil in Greece.
Whoa. That shit don't even make sense, bro. So you telling me this nigga out here beating up motherfuckers, telling the CEOs he gonna smoke them and shit, get caught with 16 guns, and he only get 10 years? 10 years? Shit ain't adding up to me. I ain't gonna capture you, bro.
Nero in Niagara Falls, and Caputo in Germany. In June 2017, the jury sentenced Al-Khalil and Wiwchar to life imprisonment with no chance of parole for the killing of Raposo. On top of that, they received an additional 20 years behind bars for conspiring the same murder.
So that's how he got cooked. They hit him with that other charge.
Judge also sentenced Nick Nero and Martino Caputo to more than 20 years behind bars for conspiring to kill Raposo as well. The evidence was overwhelming. The police managed to crack the pretty good privacy code I mentioned earlier and gained access to their secret communications. Turns out, Nero had written the password on a sticky note found in his Niagara Falls apartment. Almost a year later, in January 2018, Dean Wiwchar was charged with a first-degree murder in Sandeep Dure's case and conspiring to commit murder in Sukhdak's assassination. In the same months, Al-Khalil and Amiro were also charged with conspiring to commit murder in both assassinations. And that was the end for Dean Wiwchar, Little Italy's violent assassin. The last we ever heard of him was in 2018, when he was a victim of multiple stab wounds in federal prison. Damn. Without a doubt, Dean Wiwchar will forever remain in the memories of the locals and law enforcers in Ontario and British Columbia, as one of the most violent hitmen to walk the streets. As always, don't forget to like the video.
Damn, and Ontario, that shit, ain't that like the closest part to motherfucking America and shit? But folks says, damn, he having a hard time up in that bitch. The crash out finally met the crash out. They said his ass ended up getting stabbed in prison. That means he met the motherfucker that was with that crash out shit just like him. There was more crash out than him, honestly. That's how they end up getting him, man. But if you watch this shit all the way through, I know your ass fucking with another motherfucking video. So go ahead and go watch another motherfucking video. And don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, and what? Turn on post notifications, nigga, so you never miss out on any content like this. Go! Let's go! Yes, sir.